Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something literally hiding in plain sight on your smartphone. We're talking about the incredibly dark, highly manipulative world of fake instant loan apps. You know, those apps that promise a super quick financial fix? Well, it turns out they're actually orchestrating a totally devastating, life-altering scam.
Okay, put yourself in this scenario for a second. Imagine you're just a little bit short on cash. Maybe you urgently need to pay a bill or cover a minor emergency, so you decide to take out a tiny, seemingly harmless loan from an app you just stumbled across. Let's say just $20. I mean, it's practically nothing, right? Just enough to get you through the week.
But that brings us to a seriously terrifying question. Could a simple $20 loan actually ruin your life? It sounds completely absurd, I know. But as the data and countless real-world cases show, within just 3 days of accepting that tiny amount, this quote-unquote harmless transaction can spiral into an absolute nightmare of blackmail, digitally edited photos, and vicious harassment targeting your entire family.
Let's dive into Section 1, the instant loan trap. These scammers, they know exactly who to look for. They target financially stressed folks with flashy ads on platforms we all use every single day: Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, Telegram, you name it. You'll see these big, bold slogans shouting, "Instant loan in 5 minutes," or "No credit score needed." And here's exactly how the trap snaps shut. First, someone desperate to pay rent or college fees sees that flashy ad. Second, feeling like they have literally no other choice, they install the application. And third, and this is the fatal move right here, they blindly allow permissions. The app pops up asking for access to your contacts, your gallery, your SMS, your location, and because the user is in such a rush to get that cash, they just keep hitting allow. They don't even stop to read it.
Moving on to Section 2, the anatomy of the scam. Let's see how this actually works.
So the app quickly approves a small amount, let's say $50. The user is super relieved, right? The money came in so fast. But the hidden catch is catastrophic. The interest rates are insanely high and the repayment windows impossibly short. We're talking about having to repay $100, literally double the amount you borrowed, in just 5 to 7 days. It's mathematically designed to be a timeline you almost certainly cannot meet. And what happens if you delay payment by even a single day? Well, the cyber harassment begins instantly. You get threats like, "Pay now or we're going to leak your photos." And remember, they aren't acting like a normal bank or a legitimate recovery agency. Because they harvested all your data the moment you open the app, they start calling your parents, your friends, your office colleagues, and they tell horrific lies about you just to humiliate you into paying.
Section 3, Rahul's nightmare.
To really understand the human impact here, let's look at a real-world example from our source material about a college student named Rahul. On day 1, needing $40 to urgently pay his exam fees, Rahul borrows from a random ad. He totally thinks he's solved his problem. But by day 6, he gets an aggressively angry overdue call. He asked for just a 2-day extension to scrape the money together. But scammers, they don't negotiate. By day 7, within hours of his request, the scammers took his personal photos, edited them into fake, highly compromising images, and sent them directly to people from his contact list. We're talking classmates, teachers, relatives, the whole shebang. Rahul was understandably terrified, not to mention completely embarrassed. So he borrowed money from his friends just to pay the scammers off and make it all stop. But here is the absolutely crucial point. It didn't stop. Because once they know you're afraid, they just continue exploiting you. Paying them off doesn't end the nightmare at all. These scam networks use fear and shame as weapons. They keep demanding more and more money from you even after the original debt is ostensibly paid in full.
Which brings us to Section 4, the power of permissions. You might be wondering, how does a simple app manage to inflict so much psychological damage? Well, when users download these unknown sidelined application files, or APKs, outside of trusted app stores, they are literally handing over the keys to their digital life. We're talking personal gallery photos, which are perfect for blackmail, the full contact list, which gives them a ready-made hit list of targets for harassment, SMS and one-time passwords, or OTPs, meaning they can potentially access your real banking information. Add in call logs and live location, and they have total visibility into your life. And you know what the most chilling part is? Cybersecurity experts note that some of these malicious apps continue tracking users even after the app has been completely uninstalled. Crazy, right?
Let's look at Section 5, spotting a fake app.
A trusted financial app is always going to have a verifiable official address, standard and transparent terms, and most importantly, logical permissions. A fake app, on the other hand, has glaring red flags.
First off, there's no proper company information or customer support. Second, they use massive pressure tactics. Things like offer expires in 5 minutes, apply immediately. That is pure manipulation right there. Third, illogical permissions. A legitimate loan app does absolutely not need access to your photo gallery to approve a loan. That makes zero sense. And lastly, always watch out for completely fake positive reviews. Dig into the negative reviews. That's where victims usually expose the real truth.
Section 6. How to stay safe.
Okay, here is your exact playbook if you or someone you know accidentally falls into this trap. Step 1, don't panic. Scammers thrive on your panic. That's exactly what they're banking on. Step 2, take screenshots of every single threat and every message. Step 3, record their phone calls if you can, just to gather hard evidence. Step 4, report the app and contact cybercrime authorities immediately. And here's a really vital note from the source material. If someone you know is trapped in this situation, please support them emotionally instead of judging them. These scammers target financial desperation and emotional weakness. Victims need a really strong support system to break free.
If there's one core takeaway from this entire explainer, it's this. Protect your personal data exactly like you protect your money. A quick loan might look like a helpful lifeline for a few minutes, but downloading just one wrong app can absolutely destroy your mental health, your privacy, and your peace.
Which leaves us with this final thought. Take a look at your own device today. Are your smartphone permissions currently putting your peace of mind at risk? It might be time to review exactly which apps have access to your private life before your own data becomes leverage against you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay alert and stay safe out there.